Hello friends, welcome to P.Campoint. Today's topic is about important Viva questions which are generally asked when there is a topic detection of anion is in your syllabus. So the first question which are generally asked is about brown ring, that how brown ring is formed in case of nitrate ion. So for this, firstly we will take a compound having nitrate ion, which is nitric acid, then treat it with iron sulfate and concentrated sulfuric acid. It will form first iron sulfate and nitric oxide and water molecule. This nitric oxide further react with iron sulfate and water molecule to give us brown ring of this compound whose name is penta-aqua nitrosyl iron sulfate. This is the brown ring which is formed at the junction of two layers. Another question is about that why reddish brown fumes are obtained when this nitrate ion is treated with copper turning. So, firstly, this copper react with nitric acid to form copper nitrate, which further react with nitric acid and sulfuric acid to give us brown fume of nitrogen dioxide. Okay. Then there can be a question of this type, that why sulfide ion gives us black PPT. We are getting black PPTs of lead sulfide, which is obtained when this sulfide anion is treated with lead acetate and acetic acid. Then we are getting black PPTs of lead sulfide. Another question is that can sulfide ion, this sulfide ion can give us purple PPT? So yes, it can give us. When it is treated with sodium nitroprusside, it will give us purple PPT of this compound. Okay. Now, questions related to sulfate anion. That why sulfate ion gives us white PPT? It can give us white PPT in two cases. Firstly, when it is treated with barium chloride and dilute HCl, it gives us white PPTs of barium sulfate. Another, when it is treated with lead acetate, it will give us white PPT of lead sulfate. Then there is a question related to phosphate ion. Why phosphate ion give us yellow PPT? It will give us yellow PPT when its compound is treated with ammonium molybdate. It will give us yellow PPT of this compound. Another question is about acetate ion, that how we will detect acetate ion. It can be detected with these three following reactions. Firstly, when any compound having acetate ion is treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, it will give us vinegar smell, which is of this vinegar acetic acid. Also, if it is treated with silver nitrate, it will give us white PPT of this compound. It can give us red coloration when it is treated with this compound. Okay, these are the detection of acetate ion. Then about oxalate ion, that this oxalate ion give us white PPT. Which compound is obtained? The compound obtained is this, which is silver oxalate. These are the silver ions which get replaced by this sodium ions. Okay. Then the most important test, which is chromyl chloride test, can be asked. This test is used for testing chlorine ion, presence of chlorine ion. We will take a compound having chlorine ion. Then we will treat it with potassium dichromate and concentrated sulfuric acid. Firstly, it will form red vapors, which on treating with sodium hydroxide passes into this solution to form this complex, which is sodium chromate. This sodium chromate then treated with lead acetate to give us yellow PPTs. And if yellow PPT is obtained, it is clear that compound is having chlorine ion. Okay. Then this is also a very important question, that what is the difference when these anions, chlorine, bromine and iodine, reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid. So basically, chlorine anion will give us white fumes of this HCl with sulfuric acid. Bromine anion will give us brown fumes of Br2. Firstly, it will form with sodium bisulfate and then it will form brown fumes of bromine. Similarly, sodium iodide will give us violet fumes of iodine. This is the difference between chlorine, bromine and iodine on the basis of their reaction with concentrated sulfuric acid. Further, we can also differentiate these anions when they are treated with silver nitrate solution. Firstly, this chlorine anion is treated with silver nitrate. It will give us white PPTs of AgCl. And when it is treated with ammonium hydroxide, it passes into the solution. If any solution having bromine anion is treated with silver nitrate solution, it will give us pale yellow color PPTs. And if any compound having iodine ion is treated with silver nitrate, it will give us dark yellow PPTs. So there is a difference in color of PPTs. Chlorine will give us white PPT, bromine will give us pale yellow PPTs, and iodine will give us dark yellow PPTs. Okay. Now there is a question related to sulfite anion. Question is, which gas is evolved when this sulfite ion is treated with dilute sulfuric acid? So when this is treated with dilute sulfuric acid, we are getting gas released is sulfur dioxide, is SO2. They both react to form sodium sulfate water molecule and sulfur dioxide gas. Also, the another question related to sulfite ion is that we are getting white PPTs which is of lead sulfide. When we are treating this compound having sulfite ion with lead acetate, we are getting white PPTs of lead sulfide and sodium acetate. Okay. Now there is one question related to carbonate ion, that how carbonate ion is detected. The detection of carbonate ion, firstly we are treating it with dilute sulfuric acid. Then we are getting brisk effervescence of carbon dioxide gas. If we are treating it with barium chloride solution, we are getting white PPTs. And also this sodium carbonate gives pink color with phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is a indicator, and when we are adding base to phenolphthalein, it will give us pink color. Okay, this is all about the detection of anion and all the basic questions which is generally asked. I hope this video will help you for your Viva portion. If you like it, please like, subscribe my channel.